Hello, everyone, and welcome to
Solar Scouts Podcast.
But we have the tea. I'm just kidding.
We do have some tea.
We do have some tea. Actual tea. But today is a wonderful and special podcast episode. And you know why?
I'm going to say it's because we're going to be talking about our highly anticipated video games.
Yes.
Is that the same reason for you?
Yes.
Okay, so there's no other...
And there's something else we'll talk about later.
Okay.
Yes.
I kind of feel like, of course the title most likely gave it away, the description, but I feel like if you've watched one or two episodes...
You know why I'm so happy right now?
Yeah.
Like, cheesing. Like, my cheeks hurt because of this wonderful revelation that I have prophesied into the universe that has happened because of the power that is within me.
That's a lot. Okay. I didn't say it was wrong.
Exactly. You see the evidence. Alright. So before we talk about the games that we are so excited to come out, we want to talk about something that's a little bit controversial, but I think we're on the same page as to we love to see it. And we're talking about the first pictures that came out for Cowboy Bebop. How did you feel about that?
So I think this is perfect for us because we just reviewed the photos again to make sure that we got it fresh in our heads, but we're also facing kind of my husband's poster of the Cowboy Bebop characters.
You can definitely see it.
So, like, looking at it, I'm excited.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's gonna be good. I know, like, I don't trust Netflix.
No.
I didn't watch the Death Note movie.
I didn't either.
I don't ever plan on it.
I would never watch it.
Yeah, but I just have, like, a really good feeling about this. Especially because the original, like, woman who did the music, I think she's doing the music for the movie, too.
Yes.
And I just read that they're also doing a comic book series. So I feel like in order for them to have gotten the okay to move
they got
forward,
some blessings.
Yeah.
They got some blessings from the OG camp.
Yeah.
And that's what makes me have hope for this, too.
Mm-hmm.
If they would have pulled a Wendy Williams like she did with Aaliyah and would have changed all the music, changed all the songs, the characters, stuff like that, so she wouldn't get sued, then I would never watch it. I would never be excited for the pictures or nothing.
Completely forgot about that.
The drama
just went in the back of my head.
I'm just saying, I had to give y'all a comparison, one that y'all know about, because we all saw that chart. Excuse me. Anywho. But since there are some blessings in this, as far as like the music from the person who did it originally and everything like that, I think it's going to turn out fine. Is it going to be extremely ecstatic, fantastic?
I hope so. Okay. I'll just be disappointed if it's not. But I hope so.
I think it's going to be good.
I really like Faye's outfit. It makes so much sense. Not even just logistically that it's more comfortable and more stable.
Yeah. But
also, like, women don't want to fight and dress like that.
Yeah.
Per se.
Yeah.
So it's just like, it's very 2021.
Yeah. It matches what women would actually like. And I think a lot of people have a problem separating comic from what it would be if it was realistic or IRL. Because they want that comic. They want what they have been seeing in the anime or in the manga. They don't want someone to adapt it and change it.
Right.
But you gotta suck it up, okay?
Yeah,
because
get over it.
It looks good. I feel like it's gonna be good. And you're gonna think it's good. So you're gonna have to eat your words.
Period.
That's it. So there's a post explaining why Faye wasn't what we were expecting her to be. And come on, let's be realistic. How are you gonna find a 6 foot something woman with double D triple D boobs and a 2-inch waist. And this was what was on the post. Like, I'm sorry they couldn't find it. They searched high and low, far and wide, but they got stuck with me. And I think that goes back to like the IRL versus what we see in the comics, manga, and so forth, so forth. Like, everything's not going to be like y'all didn't complain when y'all had the live Sailor Moon.
Yeah.
Come on now. So it's gonna be good.
It's gonna be good.
Midnight Suns will be coming out in 2022.
Nice.
Period.
So the next thing I want to briefly talk about is I recently learned about the game Summer 58. Is it Summer 58 or Summer 58? It's one of those. Unfortunately, it's a horror game, but we will be playing it because it apparently takes only 90 minutes. And the reason why I want to talk about it is because for those that don't know, Steam has a 2-hour return policy. So if you buy it within 2 hours, and ideally, if you don't like it, you return it. Or if it doesn't work or it's not compatible. But a lot of really cruel people played this game, beat it in 90 minutes, and then returned it. And because of that, the developers who were working on a new game said that they were going to take a step back from game development. Because that, like, broke their spirits. Obviously so. So I was like, I want to support and play, and we can do a playthrough. It's a 1-player game, but we can do it together, just kind of like guiding. I don't know how we'll do it.
Take turns, or I'll be the person like, girl, look over there in the corner.
Right.
That's probably what's gonna happen. That's probably like she's gonna be controlling, and I'm gonna be the outside commentator.
Yeah, I think that would be fun.
Behind you. But yeah, I don't like when people... You have to respect the art.
Yeah.
You have to realize, like, indie artists don't have the same, like, budget as mainstream game developers.
Yeah.
And so, when they're putting their heart and soul into these games, it is nothing for you just to keep the game. Even if you uninstall it, keep it in your library.
And the game only costs $7. So if you can't afford a $7 game, I'm not talking about somebody's budget. Don't buy it. Don't play it. Right. But if you buy it and return it and talk about you want your $7 back,
disrespectful.
That's disrespectful.
Because you played the whole game. You played the whole game.
Then gave it a positive review.
You gave it a positive review. If it was so positive for you, then you should have kept it.
Yeah.
Because you have to think it's more than just you. Every decision you make is more than just you. And so when you make these decisions that affect others negatively, it does not help anyone. It doesn't even help you, because now we're looking at you side-eye.
Exactly.
Don't make me go up on Steam and look at each individual person and see who you are, and then we're gonna have a list on the next episode. Like, it was this.
Oh my God!
This. Block them now.
That's a lot of work. That's a lot of work.
Who won't do it? They don't call me Detective Foxx for nothing. I will do it.
I will say this for some encouragement, that when I went on there and looked at the reviews just to see what people were saying, the top reviews now are people condemning that. And I think, like, one person said they bought it 3 times just to support.
Yeah.
So it's $7 if you have Steam, or if you don't have Steam and you want to support an indie developer, then go on there, purchase it. You can gift it to a friend, or purchase it for yourself and gift it to a friend. But let's just remember to support people, even if we think like this is a quick game. And apparently it wouldn't have worked if it was longer.
Alright.
So I don't think that that's on Steam, that they need to change their policy.
No, because I just think it's people being disrespectful, because you do have other indie games that aren't as long, and you aren't returning theirs. Like, I can say Puppet Combo is one of the best indie horror games besides the creators of Dark Deception, and they're pretty up there. Well, Five Nights at Freddy's, but they're pretty up there. I haven't heard a person yet say that they returned a game, and their games don't last over 2 hours either, depending on what game it is. So I think that you should respect each and every developer that you're using a game from, as much as you respect those up and coming developers that you hear so much on YouTube and everything else, because they're trying to make it as well. So respect them.
Yes.
So, Katt, you know, this past week Gamescom was live and in color, And so there's a whole bunch of games that are coming out between late 2021 and early 2022. And we want to talk about some of the games that we saw that we're interested in.
Yes.
Do you want to start or do you want me to start?
I'm going to let you go first with your big title.
Okay. So, the first game I want to talk about is Marvel Midnight Suns. Oh my god, I am so excited for this.
First off, I don't mean to interrupt, but she's been playing this Marvel game on her iPad.
Wait, that was right here. I've been
What is it
playing.
called?
Hold on. Marvel Revolution. It just came out.
Yes.
Actually,
that was one also announced at Gamescom.
Yeah, but it's already out. Yeah. It's already out, and I started playing it because Elix. Shout out to Elix, I love you. Elix was playing it, and she has her own little thing. So I was like, okay, I just want to see how it is, and it's kind of reminds me of the same developers. I'm pretty sure it is same developers for Black Desert. Okay. It kind of has that same format. They came out with a mobile version called V4, and it kind of went by the wayside. It's probably because they were developing this.
Yeah.
So this it definitely gives me the same, what is it, AI? Not AI, but the same,
what are you trying to say?
It's like the same structure.
Interface?
It has the same or similar interface, same structure as V4, as a mobile game for Black Desert. So, but it looks really good. It gives you a lot of chances to like venture out as different characters, which is fun. And you can form alliances and everything. So I've been trying to get. Me and Storm have been trying to get our money up, our coins up, okay? Because these outfits are expensive and we're trying to look cute, okay? And slay the children. So I've been having a lot of fun. So I've been playing Storm and I've been playing Miss Marvel. And I've been kind of playing some Doctor Strange because he looks so fine on there. He be swaying when he be walking the room. Like, you better sway, Doctor. You better sway. Oops, sorry.
Whoops. Hopefully by now... And then I promise I'm going to let you continue. Y'all have seen our review, or our reaction and review to the Spider-Man No Way Home trailer, so you already know how we feel about Doctor Strange.
We love Doctor Strange, okay?
Yes, we love Doctor Strange, and we love Benedict Cumberbatch. That's Doctor Strange, really excited.
Absolutely.
Okay, yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But back to Marvel Midnight Suns. It is loosely based, or most kind of, it's based off of the comic Midnight Suns, but with the O. So in this comic, Doctor Strange is fighting Lilith, who is the mother of demons, and trying to, keep her back from doing all that stupid stuff that she do, and trying to raise the dead, and yada yada whoop whoop. But in this version, we're introducing the X-Men. So Wolverine is back playing under Marvel, which we love to see. We also have some cool characters that we have not seen in video games before, i.e. Blade.
Oh, yeah.
Come on. How can you not be excited about seeing Blade and playing as him? I will freak out. I am freaking out on the inside. So the characters, although we know 9 of them so far, are Captain America, Captain Marvel, Iron Man, Doctor Strange, Wolverine, Ghost Rider, which is another one like... It is not like the Nicolas Cage version of Ghost Rider. This Ghost Rider, like, he been lifting weights, okay?
Ooh. I gotta see.
I'm about to say, I call it spade to spade. That Ghost Rider was like... This Ghost Rider was like, then we got Magic, Blade, and Nico Minoru. Okay, and they're introducing a new character, which name is the Hunter. The Hunter is a child of Lilith, and she is going to be used to destroy Lilith and break all that mess up. Break all that mess up, and you play as her, and you can let's see. They said that she'll be fully customizable in both terms of appearance and play style, with range of abilities to choose from. So it seems like this is one of those games. It's definitely RPG, but I don't know if you can switch between characters. I hope so, because that would be fun.
Yeah, that would be dope.
But it says it's kind of like open world, and you have to gain respect from the other players and by doing so, whoever you choose to be friends with is how the story moves forward. So it's kind of choice based too with the RPG. So that's kind of cool. Yeah, nice. And then the main antagonist, of course, is Lilith, who is the mother of demons, and they kind of kept her based off of the comics, the 90s comics, and with the help of Hunter, they're trying to basically bring an end of her trying to invade Earth, such and so forth, like they always do. It's like Power Rangers, but Marvel.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's always like that. Every time it's like, oh, I'm gonna invade Earth. Like, there are so many other planets. Invade Jupiter.
Right.
Like, I'm pretty sure they got Jupiter folks or something like that. Like, Mars, I'm pretty sure everybody's like underneath, like, what are y'all doing up there?
Mm-hmm. Just leave us alone.
Can y'all just, here they come again with that stupid
Okay, so my first game that I want to talk about is called Lost in Random.
Okay.
There's too many uhs. I apologize. But Lost in Random. And basically it's described as a gothic fairy tale inspired action adventure. And it's made by a Swedish game studio called Zoink. I kid you not. I'm sure it has some like wonderful meaning.
So y'all been watching Scooby-Doo for a long time. That's all I can get from that.
It might have some different meaning in Sweden.
What does Zoink mean in Sweden?
Zoink.
Please.
Anyway,
let us know in the comments because I'm not about to Google it.
So, one thing that interested me about it was that it's like the decisions are based off of a rolling a dice. Oh. And for those that don't know,
some D&D type of things.
I really love Dungeons and Dragons. Mm-hmm. So, I'm interested to see how they utilize the dice. I'm just gonna read a little bit more since there was just like a trailer. There's not much yet, but it says, ruled by a wicked queen, the kingdom of Random is divided into 6 shadowy realms where life is dictated by a cursed black dice. So in this story, the story was written by somebody who wrote for Adventure Time and Marvel Comics, named Ryan North. Which I don't recognize that name, even though I love Adventure Time.
I'm gonna say you say Adventure Time. That's all.
Yeah. So that's interesting. And the character's name is Even. It says a penniless girl who's down on her luck in a dark quest to save her beloved sister Odd. So that's cool.
Ha! Like the dice, huh?
With her companion Dicey, a small and strange living dice. Even must learn to embrace the chaos of Random, uncovering an age-old tale with a modern message.
Okay.
So it looks really cool. I like the way that it looks. It looks like Coraline. It's got that like dark Tim Burton-esque type vibe to it.
Okay.
So it looks really cool. It definitely, like, if you see it, you'll say Coraline for sure. It looks like it's in the Coraline universe.
It's kind of making me think, I don't know if you've seen, but there's a multiplayer horror game out. It's kind of reminiscent to Dead by Daylight, but it's kind of like Kid or Coraline version. It's called NDV.
Oh, I have heard of it. Yeah. I haven't watched anything about it. Yeah.
I think that we will probably do better with that NDV as far as us.
Yeah.
Not being scared.
I think you told me about it, actually. That might be what I've heard about. That sounds about right.
Yeah, probably.
So it's set to come out September 10th. Okay. So very, very soon. And it will be available on PlayStation 4, 5, Xbox. Everything. PC, everything but Stadia. Kidding. And Switch. But I mean, I guess it will be available on Stadia. I don't really know how that works. I don't know. How do they determine that? So yeah, anyways, I think it looks cool. It's definitely my vibe and aesthetic, so I'm excited.
Okay. So moving forward, we're gonna talk about my second game that I enjoyed seeing the trailer for because it's been a long time coming. And I like the way they changed it up for this. And I'm talking about Outlast Trials. Would I be playing this? No. Would I be watching somebody play? Of course I would. You know, we'll talk about that later.
I was going to say that it's too early.
So this game is a new take on Outlast because it invites online play, so multiplayer. Yeah. So basically, it's set in a Cold War era, and you'll be taking a role as a test subject, and you're basically trying to get free. Mm-hmm. It kind of reminds me of Saw.
Oh,
like Saw 2
great.
Or so.
Yeah. Just what I wanted.
But deadlier. But a lot deadlier. So the players will be imprisoned in the secret Murkoff facility. And the objective is to escape from the facility. However, the journey for escape is filled with horrifying obstacles. So players will be thrust in a series of physical and mental ordeals, tormented by iconic characters, and challenged alone or in teams to survive with their sanity intact. It looks crazy, and I love it. I'm so happy because Outlast has been that deal when it comes to horror games.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that they're making a return in a mighty way. And so I'm looking forward to this. I'm looking forward for them to, like, chop some people off. Because there's a lot of people that have been saying, like, they're the best horror game. It's just one of those things.
They need to stay on top.
Yeah, it's just one of those things I'm like, oh, this is going to take over. And then people are going to be mad. You know, bling, bling. Folks are mad. I can't say what I really want to say. But, yeah. Oops. Sorry, didn't mean anything.
That's okay. We're utilizing an iPad because there's so much information.
So much info.
So
we're trying to give you all the tea.
Yeah, make sure that we don't miss any details.
Yes. But this will also be out everywhere except for Stadia.
That's gonna be like our new thing. It'll be on all platforms except Stadia.
And probably except for Switch too. But I'm not sure. Switch might take that.
I think it might be on Switch.
I know it won't be on Stadia for sure. All right.
So my last game that I want to talk about, I feel like I had to talk about it just because it's like one of the most anticipated big games based off what I was reading, and it's called Elden Ring, and it is developed by From Software, who did the Soul series. And my favorite game to watch people play, but I could not handle it myself, Bloodborne. So this is another...
I haven't heard of that game in a minute.
Yeah, Okay, so
Absolutely
quick story. I tried to play Bloodborne by myself. At the time, I was, like, broke. So I was getting video games from the library, but the library only lets you check them out for 2 days. So I was like, I'm just going to run through this game and, you know, beat as much as I could. No, I couldn't even get past the first part. And then I was, like, shaking because I was so scared. Because I think, like, the first part, when you wake up, you play as a lichen. Mm-hmm. Not as a lichen, you fight a lichen. What am I talking about? You fight a lichen. And...
we said, I haven't seen that game first, so I was going to take your word for it.
Yeah, that's all I remember from playing. And then it was just, like, it was too much for me to handle. So I cut it off and I returned it. So this is a new game by Hidetaka Miyazaki, who has also, you know, always been a part of the Soul series and Bloodborne and all that stuff. So it is giving Game of Thrones, is giving Lord of the Rings, you know what I mean? So I'm really excited about it. It says...
Ooh, sidebar. No, I'm going to let you go. I have something to say after that.
Oh, okay. So it says... I don't want to read all of that. Oh, I will. Okay, so it says, in the lands between, ruled by Queen Marika, which is kind of a pretty name. Marika the Eternal, if that's how you say it. The Elden Ring, the source of the Urge Tree, has been shattered. Marika's offspring, demigods, all claim the shards of the Elden Ring, known as the Great Runes. And the mad taint of their newfound strength triggered a war, the Shattering, a war that meant abandonment by the Greater Will. So it's also giving Dungeons and Dragons, particularly the Forbidden Realm, which is what I've played most of, but I'm sure there are other ones that I have not played. But anyways, I like the way it looks.
I'm trying to start Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, don't worry, we're gonna do it. I'm going to build up I'm building up the courage to DM a game, because it's got to be you and Leroy, possibly Rockman, and what is Adrian's nickname?
Uchita. Ash Uchita.
That's not what he goes by.
That's not what he goes by anymore.
Anyways, I'm not gonna say
merch.
Yeah, merch. Let's just say merch.
What's up, merch?
I don't want to give your government name, but you change your name all the time. So this will be available January 22nd, January 21st, 2022. And it will be available on PlayStation 4 or 5, Xbox Series X and S. Is that how that works? And PlayStation and PC.
Okay, quick thing. We were talking about Game of Thrones the other day because somebody put a thread on it. And so one of them was like, who would you rather be called by? And they had like the faceless man. Hold on. Let me see. Excuse me. It said, if one of these groups approached you, who would you join? Wildlings, Faceless Men, Brothers Without Banners, or the Snakes Adorn?
Ooh. Wait, the Faceless Men? Are they the... Oh, yeah, that's right! Mm-hmm. Oh, I completely forgot.
So, Faceless Men, Wildlings, Brothers Without Banners, or Snakes Adorn?
I feel like the Wildlings.
Okay.
I don't know.
I mean, that's you.
I think they're all not great. No, I mean like like a good and healthy situation.
Oh no, we don't talk about good.
I know, that's what I'm saying. So like, because I just feel like it's more free.
Yeah.
And then I could like, but it's too much stuff out there past the wall. Yeah. So that's the other thing. I
chose the Faceless Men.
See, that would be my other thing, but they were so terrible.
Chaos!
Oh my gosh.
Sorry.
That would be my second one, but I just, no.
My second one would have been the Snakes Adorn. Snakes Adorn. That's like the little, the leather women.
Uh-huh. No. I couldn't be them. I feel like they were too weak.
I mean, but I'd be the strong one.
So you saying in this scenario...
I'm going to raise them up.
Okay, yeah, no, they was too
Take them up. CG's. On the third. Did you see that? DC Unplugged? No? Anyway, I'll show you that later.
Okay.
But, okay, I said Faceless Men, and then one of my followers, which her name is An Eloquent Attempt at Ire. An Eloquent Tire. That's what their name is. So shout out to you. They said, imagine a video game version of the Faceless Men. I rename it the Faceless Ones, but still. And I was like, and plus it's open world. Oh. And it was like, it have to be. It's like the way Watch Dogs Legion, all the characters have schedules. And in the Faceless Ones, you would have to balance whether or not the one of the face you stole dies in the public record or not. You literally had to keep up appearances.
Oh, that would be dope.
That would be so cool. And they was like, well, I don't think. I was like, look, this is a great concept. So this is an encouragement to you to keep thinking things like this because it's outside the box and that's what we need.
That is really dope.
So shout out to you. Shout out to this great concept. And I hope someone picks up your concept without not giving you credit. I hope they give you credit for it. And get your concept, and I hope it's a great video.
And y'all heard it here first, so we got proof.
We have
that
proof.
It was their idea.
That it was their idea. Shout out to them. Shout out to you. Mm-hmm. Shout out to you, boo boo. Anywho. And I was saying that we have come to the
climax. This is not even hot anymore.
Hey guys. This is Foxx from Solar Scouts. And if you haven't noticed, we are elevating and moving on up in the world. And one example of that is our wonderful Patreon. Yes, we have a Patreon. You know what that means? That means that you can go on our Patreon and see exclusive stuff that we're not going to post on YouTube. Okay? That also means that you will be the first person on our list when we do our giveaways, which is starting real soon. So if you haven't already, go ahead and go on our Patreon, become a member, and watch out because we're going to have a lot of stuff available for you. Like a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. So, description is below. But I'll see you at the Patreon, girl. Or guy. You. Alright, we're going to talk about my main man.
You know, I respect your feelings for him because that's how I feel about Markiplier. I know.
And I like Markiplier now.
Yeah.
Because of you.
And I like Corey because of you.
Ah! Look at them.
And they should.
And they do stuff together. They talk about each other all the time.
Do they do stuff together though?
Probably not, but they do reference each other a lot.
I mean, real recognize real.
Real recognize real. Y'all look at fight. Just kidding.
Dog.
Just kidding. But we couldn't end this podcast without talking about some of the biggest news in the gaming community and YouTuber community, which is Corey Kenshin returning. Now, if y'all would have seen episode 1, you would have known that I prophesied that Corey Kenshin would return. Why? Because one of the greatest games came out this past year, which was Resident Evil 8 Village. And we all know that Corey Kenshin plays Resident Evil. He loves Resident Evil. So there is no way for this game to continue in time without him doing the game play. Period. Outlast is coming out. And you know he loves Outlast. So there's no way. Again, the math wasn't mathing for me. So as a diehard fan, I was extremely ecstatic, but not surprised that he said that he was not going to retire.
But not surprised.
But not surprised because I already spoke it into fruition.
You did.
I manifested it.
You did?
And what was crazy and funny, because I realized this too, a lot of people were saying all this crazy stuff about him while he was gone, like he was demonic. Like one person had he had on the red Coca-Cola shirt. It was like, Corey Kenshin is demonic because he has on this red shirt and it's Coca-Cola, and you know how we feel about Coca-Cola. I'm like,
what? How do we
2 + 2 don't equal fish.
Right.
So that don't make sense to me.
What? How do we feel about
That don't make
Coca-Cola?
sense. And then there was another YouTuber who is notoriously known for faking stuff related to Corey Kenshin just to get views. So he pretended that Corey Kenshin replied to him via Reddit and said, "Hey, I'm just taking a break." And he called him out. He was like, "I never responded to you. You spelled August wrong. He spelled August Auguest."
Oh.
And he was like,
That's
"This,
creative.
I don't have a thing on Reddit like this.
Yeah.
So you're lying." So it's just crazy how people would go to far lengths just to get views and talk about Corey and stuff like that. But I'm glad that he's back.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't done. He's not done. Now I hope he takes his time because I don't know. Excuse me. Because we're broke. But imagine somebody being at that level. It could be, traumatic or could be like a lot of pressure on you to continue to have good content. But
a lot of followers.
I feel like he based his whole legacy off of faith. And I don't think that it will fail him because he's been gone for a long minute and he already got 4.6 million views.
Yeah.
On the last video. Just think about that. Like,
that's so crazy.
No matter what you do, you're always gonna have a your tribe right there.
Yeah.
So.
And it's good for him to take a step back.
To be human.
Yeah, because we all need that.
Because everybody does it. Markiplier does it. Jacksepticeye. Everyone, Berleezy, takes a break. Because you need to take a break, step back, and enjoy your real world. You shouldn't be endowed in whatever you're working on because it can take over and then you won't enjoy life.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's true.
But anyway, I'm glad that he's back. I can't wait to see Resident Evil 8 in his perspective. Welcome back. And please give us a shout out. In a good way, because we didn't say anything bad when we talk about it.
I feel like this is very much Notice Me Senpai, and that's fine.
Notice me! Oh, we're the same age, but...
Oh, yeah, is it? Oh, I thought he was like
And you might be a little older than me. You might be a year older than me.
Still
I'm not gonna say my age on here.
We kind of talked about it last.
Oh yeah, we did. Well, you'll have to go back and see it. I'm not gonna say it now.
Yeah, y'all should go back and watch all of our other videos, all of them.
Yes.
And hopefully by the time this is up, we'll have just the audio up on Anchor.
Oh yeah.
So now you can listen to it as you drive.
To and fro.
And go about your business. You don't have to just watch us, although we would appreciate it because we spend so much time on our...
Do you see our face? Do you see this beat? Get into this mug.
Nah, I don't spend as much time. It's Foxx. Her skin is like flawless too.
Oh my god. I don't know about that.
But I just do a little something, But anyways, we would love for you to see our faces, but also just to hear our voices.
Yeah. Because either way, you're going to listen to us.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Just kidding. Just kidding, kids.
Any other news that we need to
Is there any other news? Well, no.
Are y'all following Foxx on Twitch?
If not, please do. Because I play a lot of games.
Share your @
Share your @ My @ is Foxxynema. FOXXYNEEMA. So I'll be streaming on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and sometimes on the weekend. But you should follow my Twitch, which is the same thing, just to make sure. Because I will be posting everything on, not Twitch, my Twitter. My Twitter is the same as my Twitch. But follow me on Twitter, and you'll know when I'm streaming on Twitch if it's not Tuesday or Thursday. Thanks.
Boom.
Appreciate you.
Go do it. Go follow.
We're trying to be affiliate here. Jesus.
Yes. And you already heard about our Patreon. So please support, and thank you so much for watching.
Thank y'all.
And listening. And until the next time, I'm Katt.
I'm Foxx.